4.5 hours of sleep. And I just got home. I'm in the driveway. Our current home. Hi, I'm Coco. I'm 50. Coco Chanel Helps on TikTok. And here, I'm called to be transparent, open, real and raw. And I'm doing a day 3-part series, I guess. Is that what I'm doing? Of marriage. Everybody wants to be a wife until it's time to submit. And the subtitle, okay, Holy Spirit, is making up stories. So, fighting tears again. Because it's a very emotional time when you're moving. It's like a death to me, grief, all those things. Because I only moved like 3 or 4 times, 3 times in my adult life. So there's that. But then there's also caring for my husband while caring for myself, while being transparent, while being real, while picking your battles, while high emotions, while being supportive, while following God's leading, while working uncertainty of everything. And right now I want to talk about making up stories, and I think we all do it to a certain extent. We make up stories. We have our point of reference for what we think and what we feel, and we have how we feel, and oftentimes we're our biggest fan, even as humble as we think we are. So we're always trying to protect ourselves. I am always trying to let me speak first person. This is about me. And if you can relate to something I said, please comment, please share, please like. But I am always trying to protect myself. I'm trying to protect the little girl Chanel. I'm trying to protect the person whose father's not in her life and decided to leave at leave my father at like the age of 5. So the person that feels abandoned sometimes. I'm trying to protect the woman who didn't get married till 44 and had to care for herself that whole time and be the person that cared for her mother, her grandmother, a leader at work, all the things. I'm trying to protect her. So sometimes I can be defensive because my point of reference is how I feel and what's in my thoughts. And God has renewed my mind and helping me to look up and not out. But I constantly want to look. I constantly want to look in, and then my point of reference makes me make up stories on what I think people are thinking, or what I think why they're doing what they're doing, or what their intentions are, and things like that, which is so unhealthy. But it's just my truth. So God is healing me real time and calling me to cast my cares, calling me to share with you all, calling me to be transparent and organic, and not to even have time to gather myself before I share. You see tears in my eyes right now that I'm trying not to blink so they don't come down because I feel so emotional, such high emotions. Yet I'm called to be a wife, and I'm called to support my husband. So now, after sleeping 4 hours in a few minutes, I'm home to let the dogs out because we're staying in a hotel, which is better rest, even if it's 4 hours better than sleeping on the floor or air mattress because our furniture is in the home, is in storage. We will hopefully be closing on our house on Tuesday. And then keeping in mind the fact that everything my husband's going through and caring for him also while caring for me. Because he's my spiritual brother too. He's God's son. His intentions are good. He loves me deeply. He loves God, first of all. He loves me deeply. So as we're going through things, if emotions are higher than they normally will be, I have to keep that in mind. So God's constantly whispering, don't say that. He didn't say that. Don't think that. Be grateful. Be kind. Always be kinder than you feel. That'll preach. And then be yourself because everybody else is taken. So I'm just coming to share my thoughts, my feelings. And like I said, I think this is kind of like a journal, but it's also, I believe, people are telling me how much it's helping them because it's so honest and real. And the fact that we want marriage until it's time when we get here and we're like, what do I do with this? How do I handle this? I have to consider him. What? I have to make sure he's good, and I'm going to get breakfast, which I get to get breakfast. I have money to get breakfast. I have gas to come home to take care of the dog. We have money to stay at the hotel. All these blessings amongst everything that's going on. Yet we're called to make a move that makes no earthly sense. Like, it makes no sense because of our job situations and because and the uncertainty there. But what is certain? Only what we do for Christ will last. So it's literally all these thoughts and feelings and It's all okay because God has it. God is not surprised. There's no voicemails in heaven. The burden is lighter because God is carrying it, and I've surrendered to Him, and I keep re-surrendering to Him. So I share this with you so that you know that sometimes we have to be careful what we ask, but when we get it, we have to care for it. When we get the husband, when I got my husband, I have to keep him in mind. I'm called to serve him. I'm called to be kind to him. I'm called to love him through what he's going through, and he's called to love me through what I'm going through and growing through. So it's not a good idea to make up stories. It's a good idea to be present, to trust God, to seek Him, to pray. Present, we get to pray. We have an open line of communication to God, and He has us. So that is my TED Talk for today. That's my 5 minutes. That's my truth, my raw truth. I'm going to go let the dogs out. I'm going to get breakfast. I'm going to choose kindness, and I'm going to watch God work, because this is a testimony building. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Trust God. That's for me and for you. Have a good day. Happy Sunday. Today is April 27th, 2025.